that's what this
I'm
wheel
gonna
is
try
all
out how
about.
this
Then what you'll
thing
start to
goes.
see is that these
I'm using my
square with
phone
each other.
camera to record
So
my stupid
Virgo
face, and
is
I'm
the
using
oils. And when you go
the AR
across
thingy inside
and then
Camo
come up
Studio
here
to
like
do a
this,
face follow.
you get into the
It's
fibers
gonna
and
follow my
tissues of
face,
Gemini. Do you see
and I'm
that?
gonna react to videos as I
That's
on a 90 degree,
watch,
isn't it?
which I do every
yeah,
single
90
day.
degree. That's Joseph and Mary.
And
Or that's the Greek myth of what Arachne and
look at what
what's her name?
I've
Right,
done
the
with
one sewing
my
the webs,
headphones.
and
I
then the other
just
one gets
put tissue
jealous and
paper
turns
on
into a
there.
spider.
It's an
Oh, yeah.
OCD.
It's not Athena.
It's something I can't help.
We can
I'm
find
sorry.
it later.
Yeah.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
Are the ones
Is this visible here?
that lubricate the
It is.
fibers and tissues.
Chroma key,
So that's why these
opacity.
salts square. And then if you square that across, she'll go straight
Jesus,
down
Mary, and
Pisces.
Joseph.
And this is Mary. So I can actually show you this. So,
Well,
well, actually, let me show you this real quick too. So we all know this, the Last Supper.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
I'm gonna.
what you'll notice, some
I'm
people
going
who get into
to
magic squares. Have you ever
find
looked into
out
magic
what
squares?
videos. So I found out a channel
when you take a
called
square and just write 1 through 6
something
and then 1 through,
was
it's like
something.
Sudoku. You
Mod
know
Tricker,
Sudoku
Mod
where
Tricker.
Yeah.
when each line
Trick.
adds up 1 through 6,
Mod
1 through
Tricker,
6, you
some
get
shit like that.
666.
And all he's doing is
magic
just
square
sitting there
for
like
the
that.
sun
He's just
is
sitting
6
there
by
watching
6
videos,
cubed.
and then he
So the
finishes
church would
watching
kill
one
you
clip,
back
which
when
is
he
like about
painted this.
15
so what
seconds.
he cleverly did is he put a 6 by 6 cube
He
on
said
the
some
top of the ceiling
he
to
says
show
some
he was talking
really
about
funny
the
shit
sun.
out. Oh, I'm
So
gonna
he
say this
encrypted
is
the
this is
magic
what it
cube
should
for
be,
the
but
sun
this
to
is how it
6 by
happens,
6
and
in there.
I'm saying
Added
this.
up
I'm
is
just
6,
gonna
6,
run
6
this,
protons, 6 neutrons, 6
and
electrons,
then
which aren't how
that's
atoms
it. That's
work.
all he
That's
does.
what
And
we
guess
do.
what?
Atoms really are Adam and Eve.
He's got like
But there you have it. So Aries is
256,000
at the head of the
subscribers.
table. You're like, why isn't Jesus sitting at the head of the table, right?
They do anticipate at least 200 more ground cloud seeders in the future, and the federal government has committed $2.6 million.
And this is the kind of videos that he... these are the videos that he makes. But his choice of videos is quite nice. Choice of videos is what matters, right? The videos that he decides to react to, that's what matters. And he picks the best, bro. In a sense, he picks the ones that really, really matter today. And it's all conspiracy theory bait. It's all conspiracy theory bait. He's always picking the most out there conspiracy channels from TikTok and just reacting. It's quite simple. It's quite simple. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies.
200 more ground cloud seeders in the future, and the federal government...
I need to add a filter on this window. Audio filter. Invert polarity. Limiter noise upward compressor. VST plugins. Vocoder.
Yes, sir. My trigger. Back up in this thing, man. Today, we'll be breaking down some creepy videos that'll have you sleep.
Pitch.
Tyson Foods has dumped millions of pounds of toxic waste directly into American rivers and lakes over the past 5 years, according to an investigation covered by The Guardian. This includes nitrogen, phosphorus, chloride, oil, and cyanide coming from 41 Tyson slaughterhouses across 17 U.S. states. Tyson's 5 largest plants in Nebraska dumped more than 111 million pounds of pollutants into waterways between 2018 and 2022. This included 4 million pounds of nitrates. How can Tyson get away with it? Corruption and lobbying. The meat processor.
Look at this guy, man. He's just chilling there.
Lobbying the federal government in 2023 alone, and Tyson Foods.
He's just chilling there.
About $2.1 million. The current federal regulations set no limit for phosphorus dumping, and the vast majority of meat processing plants in the U.S. are exempt from existing water regulation.
This is when corporate lobbying goes overboard because all they had to do is pay $2 million to have a free-for-all. Meanwhile, they think the emissions from our gas-powered vehicles is bad for the environment. That's backwards.
Detune.
Here's my sunflowers starting off. Now, why do they keep turning away from the sun? Hence the word sunflower. Well, you see it facing off to the northwest right now. Well, over here's the sun. Hence the word sunflower.
You know, I've been living here a minute. There's
Find a match, come on. Okay.
8 or 10 cows.
8 or 10 cows.
To seating.
I thought it was weird the other day, but like
They graze them hit trees, what?
I mean, it's not even hot here yet. It's not even hot.
I don't know if something changed
Hot
after
trees.
eclipse, but nature never lies. There has to be something wrong with the sun that these plants and animals don't like.
Wishes from the sun.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's possible that this is some sort of light show, but it looks like something is up there moving warp speed. They might be tweaking the Project Bluebeam projectors again.
What's up? TikTok is outside a while ago. I got my dog throwing his stick. We heard a bunch of coming across the street. I figured it was a bunch of locusts or bugs. I don't know, June bugs or something. They flew over our head probably 7, 8 feet. One of them hit the pole, and you could hear it on the ground. I thought it was one of those katydid things. But you tell me, why in the would this right here be flying around? Somebody please explain to me what that is. And I found out as I was picking it up, if you squeeze that on the end on each end.
Nano drones. Man, that's creepy. You know what they are up to, right? Nano drones sending. I want to see where you're going.
God, please tell me what that is.
I want to see where you're going, what you're doing, what you're thinking about, what you're eating, what you're buying. The nano
I thought
drones.
he was going to show us a big cicada or something. I was not expecting him to pull out a DARPA moth. It's probably tracking his location.
It's probably, they can probably disguise themselves inside cicada
So it was scripted. You
swarms.
Of course, all day, every day.
Yeah. So y'all knew you was getting them that year.
Did.
What?
It was script. True story.
NBA scripted, yeah. Apparently they put magnets inside the balls.
First championship.
So when somebody tries to throw inside the basket, it gets attracted to the net or attracted to the basket, or maybe
Indiana, because that's who was going to play in the finals. This is like before game one in the finals, and like it did hit me until we got to Indiana.
I feel like we all pretty much knew this one already, but hearing it from Shaq is just further confirmation.
yeah, even he knew this one already.
Most ticket sales and keep us distracted the longest is probably going to the finals.
So our little blob made it to Newsweek. Well, you won't believe what I'm showing you now. I thought I'd go back
The
in
blob.
time.
This voiceover is so creepy, man.
2 a.m. And this is 5 a.m. These seem to be
This voiceover is so
parallel
creepy, bro.
lines of activity, spaced evenly. Here's where it gets freaky. Someone wrote to me suggesting I look at the time lapse of Bouvet Island on Google Earth. Watch what happens when our lovely little
Check your
island
gear and
gets to
weapons. We'll be deploying
2017.
shortly.
Oh man, I hate.
It's blued out. But here's the thing. It's blued out. For 6
Enemy soldier
years.
incoming.
Why is our little island blued out for 6 years?
All fingers are starting to point towards Bouvet Island when it comes to this anomaly. I feel like the only reason this will be blacked out on maps is to hide a secret military base or a new harbor facility. This hurricane season might be interesting.
It doesn't even like come up as dark as it is. Oh, there we go. That's scary. That's scary.
Okay, bye-bye.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy.
Bro, it's getting dark. Bro, you can't see it on camera, but it's getting... Oh, it's coming right under us, bro. I mean, right over us. Holy...
Oh, man, y'all prayed for...
Going to Warzone. Grab your gear and shit.
It's about to go.
Oh, yeah. We about to get wild.
Coming in quick.
Look at him out there. Look at him out there.
These 2024 storms hit different. It looks like it just went from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 o'clock in the morning in a matter of seconds.
Don't you find it passing strange that in World War I, Max Warburg, who was head of German intelligence and a big leading banker there in Germany, his brother, Paul Warburg, founded the Federal Reserve System in our country, and at that time was head of the financial end of World War I for the United States of America.
It's a big club, guys. It's a big club.
Where the plans were laid to
if you don't belong to it, you're nobody.
Which is neither federal nor it's a system of...
Can I activate bonuses inside match?
Kill enemies and secure supply caches to help take the bounty off their heads. Your squad mate was eliminated. Most wanted contract failed. Enemies dropping into the AO
are held by people who are not even Americans. There's old... He headed up the original Federal Reserve Board. And here we see Woodrow Wilson and Colonel House and his wife. And this is where it begins to tie into the older secret societies, because connects to the CFR. The Unicorn leadership is Bilderberger. The CFR was created right after World War I by Colonel House, Bernard Baruch, and others to try to sell us the idea of globalization. And these folks had been members of the old Cecil Rhodes secret society called the Round Tables.
It's starting to feel like the Federal Reserve might not have been created to be a fair market system, but a way to keep all the money and power flowing back to a few elite families rigged for the
I missed the whole video because I was busy playing it, but it's okay. It's okay.
Enemy hostile located. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
My best guess is that these are lights and really tall radio masts. It's too foggy outside to see the actual tower, but they say that it's there now.
Target is EKIA. Reward drop inbound. Take your squad mate for that one.
Are they playing with layers? Like, where did this guy just faded in? He'll fade out in a second.
Hey, it's David Weiss.
Right? This is what we're
no!
saying. Wait,
I can't have this, bro. I can't have this delay.
Right? This guy, well, where'd he go?
Oh man, he dodged my fucking... He dodged my... Was he a keyboard and mouse player? I should have checked it. He dodged my... Thermite. What's David Weiss saying?
Well, so this is a close-up of the Mars rover, and we're zooming in on the picture, and as we zoom in, what do we see?
A fly.
A fly.
A fly.
There's life on Mars. That's true.
NASA is the most corrupt company in the whole world.
And more bugs for that thing to eat, or maybe it eats space around.
Guardian is active.
Broadcasting from space. In and out of reality like that. And that fly might hold the key to space travel if it made it all the way to Mars.
No.
Hey, dude.
If you're familiar with marine biology and you know what this is, please let us know in the comments, because it looks like a mermaid ran into a great white shark.
Oh my god, mermaids.
Right here, another classic vanilla sky. The sky was obviously cut off. You can see the remnants of the mask right here. If I zoom out, right, if you didn't notice, you can see people's legs right here. They cut out people on the top. Yeah. You can see there, look, there's some feet right there. This guy's head is like half cut off. All those people are gone. Now, what was the point of that? If there was, what, maybe there was something in the sky they might have wanted to cut out. What if he was carrying something on top of that as well? So this is where it goes into the whole theory of the old world known as Tartaria. This is why people are saying, hey,
See,
we were pretty advanced.
I'm telling you guys, this guy picks the best videos ever, man.
Generations have been brainwashed with the education system where they can go back and manipulate these photos and cut out certain things. Now that's just one theory. This is obviously the original sky right here, which was captured by the negative. This is also presented as a negative. The thing is that even though they're not hiding anything crazy, these photos should still be shown as manipulated photos.
I'm so stupid, man.
Because now when we look back and we try teaching history, now we're teaching, what are we even teaching anyone? Because all these photos
Enemies dropping into the AO.
You know? Clearly it looks like they're trying to hide something in these photos that probably doesn't match with what we've been told about this time period. I would say some sort of advanced technology or something.
I'm not eating that no more.
Oh, because it's on the 8.
It's all on the egg, but it's white.
Dude, what's the...
They all over here. They all over here on the egg. Where this little bite looking from?
No, it's a but yeah, right. No, they all right here. See that? See all that black? You see all that black all over the place?
Mm-hmm.
You see them?
What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Whatever that is. All that at the top, even where you can't see it.
I really need to start checking all of my food because I would be traumatized if I bit into a worm McMuffin with cheese.
There are currently 42
Definitely will be
cloud seeding
traumatized.
projects across the American West, like this one in Utah, where they take planes like this with flares attached. They fly right into the storm and send microscopic particles into the cloud. Particles that act like magnets for water droplets, bonding together until they are heavy enough to fall to the ground as rain or snow. At the University of Colorado, researchers are working on artificial intelligence to deploy cloud seeding drones. And it's not just cloud seeding from the sky. There are hundreds of those things. That shack you see in the foreground is a ground-based cloud seeder. The little flame coming out is sending tiny silver iodide particles up into the sky. When a storm comes through, they go up to 2,000 feet above our head, into the storm, up those mountains, and
Cloud
more
seeding.
snow than it naturally would. Well, cloud seeding has been helping get every last drop out of some of the driest years on record. This past winter, Mother Nature came through. The Southern Rockies, which feed the Colorado River, got more than 4 times their average snow. But experts say it's still not enough. As much as cloud seeding is a boost or a help, it's not a solution. The main solution is
conservation.
Cloud seeding is most successful in wet years, so this was a huge winter for them. They actually stopped early because Mother Nature was giving up so much. Now, studies have shown that the environmental impacts from the silver iodide, on the current scale, there are no impacts to snow or rain, also downstream, so it doesn't impact, the other weather. They do anticipate at least 200 more ground cloud seeders in the future, and the federal government has committed $2.6 million to seeding. Back to you.
When they say the government already hours to this,
I'm so stupid, man. Sorry. Fuck. I'm so stupid, bro.
Come on, bro. It's the pyramids in Oakland, man. Look, it's the pyramids in East Oakland, man. Look at that. This the Lonely Land for real. Look at that.
This pyramid looks pretty old too, and it might be even bigger than what we see. It's just still buried underground. We need to send Graham hand.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
King Charles just unveiled the latest.
Fire over here!
Some strange things about it. The first thing is that it kind of looks demonic and evil. The next thing is there is a monarch butterfly, which we know are sadly endangered, which we should do something about, but monarchs is usually referencing Project Monarch, which I'll let you research, because it is quite shocking and I probably can't talk about it on here. But the really strange thing is what happens when you flip the portrait upside down and mirror the image.
Oh my god, Charles.
There's no editing, it's just mirroring the image and merging them together and putting them
Toss in a decoy!
Do you see the goat mouth,
what the hell?
the 2 eyeballs, and the horns? That is Baphomet. If you didn't know, Baphomet is a very weird demonic thing, and they apparently quite have a fond feeling about this ancient deity. Also, the dimensions of this portrait is 8 foot 6 inches by 6 foot 6 inches. So you got a nice 666 in there as well.
Homie.
What else would you expect?
It could just be a complete coincidence that they're painting the lines like this, but this looks a little too spot on. They're finding out they can't correct the same.
Well, if he's a certain kind of
say, you know, accounting or medicine, where the depth of understanding in those jobs is pretty straightforward.
3 attackers.
Some of those jobs will just be purely automated.
I didn't get one.
Then
I
there'll
didn't
be a
get
ton
one
of
wipe.
jobs where they're still being done by humans.
I could have revived my teammates, but fuck it.
And I went back to
Fuck
watch the
it.
movie Her because it raises in a pretty.
I thought the greeting cards were definitely going to be automated.
Blood money. Kill enemies, take their cash.
That's
Get
on.
Scratch that. To, you know, take, you know, Dolly 10 and say, hey, you know, here's how I want to make fun of my sister, remind her about this thing from the past, and here's some photos to stick in that. So yeah, you might eliminate the professional there.
I'm gonna
because
die.
it's very,
Enemies
UAI
dropping
can
into
do
the
it in a
AO.
very bespoke way. But there'll be a lot of jobs left that are just more productive, and that, you know, where you have this kind of co-pilot that's taking the, you know, okay, convert the PowerPoint to a Word document, and boom, you know, that draft is available for you to have as a starting point. And, you know, so that extra productivity will create, you know, new opportunity to take things like medical care and make it better, education and make it better,
Possible
care of
enemy,
the
yeah.
elderly and make it better. You know, productivity is a good thing. And there's many books about, oh, and since then everything has been quite weak way it reflects into economic figures as dramatic
Job sounds like a good thing.
Convenience. Enough of the beasts are coming soon, they say. There will never be laws that will keep you from buying and selling if you don't do exactly what companies like JP Morgan and MasterCard are on board with biometric breakthrough this year. You know you'll have to start paying with your faith.
Oh my god, what the fuck? How did you do that? How did you do
I
that?
mean, scanning your face on the way in the building.
How did you do that? Look at that, look at that!
Or to eat, or to get your loyalty.
Oh, obviously I'm gonna send the report, man.
Had a wall line up at the door.
Bro, he fucking shit,
Most
bro.
quick service restaurants require consumers to provide their loyalty rewards information to earn rewards, which means pulling out a phone or opening an app, finding the link to the loyalty QR code, and then presenting the QR code to the cashier reader for payment. Consumers are typically choosing between pulling out their wallet, selecting a credit card, and then dipping or tapping the card with their phone, opening with Face ID, and then presenting it to the reader. Miller says pop-up ID simplifies this process by requiring just tapping an on-screen button and then looking briefly at a camera for both loyalty check-in and payment.
Enemy movement in the air. Enemy UAV overhead.
So get pretty close.
Wow, what a shot. What?
Yeah, not this time.
Oh shit.
That's the part that they leave out.
How good do you think I am? Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
This appears to be the King's Cross area of London. It is known for its railway station and transportation connections.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
Mastermind deployed.
Give me a better name for this duo.
Armor here.
Nice. Thanks, Jimmy.
I misplaced the remote
Tossing
on
a
TV
decoy.
all the time, so that's the only situation where I would ever need this. But this would bring a whole new meaning to the phrase Big Brother is
Cat after singer Cat fell on her. Thompson, who was Beyonce's drummer for quite a long time, 8 years, is accusing Beyonce of extreme witchcraft.
Wow.
Kimberly Thompson filed a restraining order against Beyonce, and in that restraining order, she claimed that Beyonce did witchcraft on her, and that witchcraft caused her, Kimberly Thompson, to kill the cat. Thompson's request for a restraining order was immediately denied. Surprise, surprise. Thompson filed a second restraining order in which she claimed that Beyonce, her pet cat. Thompson said all accusations I survived are real. At the time, Beyonce had no comment on the matter. So I know there's a lot of talk about celebrities and witchcraft, celebrities and satanic rituals. What do you guys think?
This guy again! Dude, this guy again, dude!
between her channeling her
Let's see this guy.
fear piercing all the occult symbolism.
Controller players, man. Controller, they don't need to use their brains. They're so brainless. They play this game like Mario, like literally like Mario Kart or something. They just have to move their players. Yeah, just move them. Just move. Yeah, AD, and it'll auto aim. Yeah, like fucking no brain. Just switch your brains off, and auto aim will do everything for you guys. Just move. Just AD spam, just slide out and move, and AD spam. That's all you have to do, man.
Everybody sees this, right? You're telling me that.
Just spam left and right.
Campaign from May 8th to May 10th.
Just spam left and right.
Enemy attack helos in the airspace. Take it down and secure that cache.
Anybody else? And did you know that this is not actually the first time that they did this research?
Somebody was getting hit
2023,
somewhere.
Artificial air glow to light up the skies in Alaska. As you can see, anyone in Alaska was able to see the artificial air glow created by HARP. That time being a 4-day campaign. And supposedly on that day, HARP created an air glow at a specific point in the sky. They give you a whole bunch of information as to how they've been doing this research for quite some time. As you can see, the National Science Foundation in 2021 awarded the UAF Geophysical Institute a 5-year, $9.3 million grant to establish the sub-auroral geophysical observatory at HARP. The observatory explores Earth's atmosphere and geospace environment, with scientists investigating ionosphere mechanisms that cause optical emissions, saying that they'll also try to understand whether certain plasma waves amplify other low-frequency waves, and they'll investigate how satellites use plasma waves.
Why do these people die? Dude, why don't these people die? I need to, oh my god.
Sketchy to anybody? As you can see here, this was their most recent experiment. I'm sure it's no coincidence that the Aurora Borealis itself has been the farthest south as of recently than it's ever been in history. Quite literally visible in Alabama, even Florida. I mean, is anything even natural anymore? People really need to get in touch with the reality around them. And then people need to actually discover what frequencies are capable of doing. Because this just feels like playing God.
Nowadays, whenever a rare phenomenon takes place, it's safe to assume that it's probably man-made. Of course, HARP has a Northern Lights machine.
If you have an Xbox Game Pass, the FBI might be watching.
Okay.
The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security have partnered with gaming companies for information sharing to combat violent extremism. Allegedly, this aims to counter the spread of extremist ideologies among gamers.
It never ceases to amaze me that they always figure out ways to waste money. The 12-year-olds who play Fortnite.
Anyway, this was a good match.
Can somebody explain what this is? This guy took a video of this while he was in a cave somewhere. And this thing came out of the cave. This thing came out of its own cave and started showing itself. Do y'all see that? Look at that, y'all. It's like his head is glowing.
Oh, the small person.
Look, his head is glowing and his body's all dark, black. What is that, y'all? That cannot be human with his head glowing like that. Look, you can see the only thing that's shining from here is his head. Look at this. Look at that. What is that, y'all? That is pretty big. It's gotta be some kind of alien. And what's crazy is there's more little caverns, y'all. So look at all these caverns here. So could there be more of these beings living there? Look at this. What?
Decoy out.
All these things like we've never just look at that, y'all. We haven't even explored a lot of places in the world, huh? We got beings living everywhere. Yeah, we got beings literally living everywhere. That's the definition of a multiple.
How did he get to? How did he get to shoot me?
That's crazy.
How did he get to shoot me? How did he get to shoot me?
So I'm not sure how they would get positioned in that cave.
How did he get to shoot me?
Like an exile Teletubby. It looks like they're using a Nikon P1000 as their reverse camera. You could probably parallel park a space shuttle with this. But that was the video, guys. Don't forget to sub up, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I dropped my phone which I was recording from. It's pretty hilarious. Okay, I think I'm gonna Take a break. That was a good run. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Creepy TikToks that left me discombobulated.
Yes, sir. My trigger. Back up in this thing, man. Today, I'm reacting to some creepy TikToks that'll leave you a little discombobulated. Let's get it.
Something extremely strange caught my eye when I was watching the Grammys last night. So Dodge Cat pulled up, and I noticed
Dodge
that they had a
Cat.
bunch of new tattoos.
Dodge
One in
Cat.
particular
Grab
caught
your
my
chutes.
eye, and it
We're
was
going
the
to
one
the
on
Warzone.
her forehead, and it
Rules of
reads
engagement are
Zalara
simple.
Syndicate.
Weapons free
Look
on
her
all
up.
threats.
She's a young fashion designer who puts spells and witchcraft into her clothing, and she says it herself.
I'll see you on the other side.
I kind of do witchcraft because I believe in reincarnation and obviously my spirit chose this body and knew it
Plunder.
would be.
Primary objective is to secure as much cash as possible. Go get greedy.
Designs, whatever you call it, everything is just super dark. She also hosted this dark themed Versailles party, and last year her runway was hosted in what looked like to be an abandoned church or warehouse. And I thought they played music during a runway show, but hers, she played the sound of water dropping. Listen to this.
Water dropping. We have one absentee.
Showing up to their grand large and the Chicago tattoo across her forehead and actually tattoo. Yes, we're making progress.
Nearly 40 million people across California are under flood advisories as a huge storm is just dumping record rainfall right now in the state. We're seeing many flooded streets. Reports of landslides already, the landslides, of course, also bring a very different kind of threat to so many. Southern California facing the brunt of it right now. Hurricane-force winds are now added to the mix. They're being reported. And also, more than 500,000 customers
Flood warning in
are without
California.
power. We'll see how that changes with those winds in play. The latest
No.
update shows 8 counties are under a state of emergency. We're going to show you video right here. This is of a helicopter rescue helping people that became stranded in Los Angeles County. Thank goodness for them.
I hope everybody out there is staying safe, but catastrophic flooding in Los Angeles.
Secure the supply boxes. Locations are marked on your tac map.
Itself as a harp storm. Can somebody from California please clarify this more?
Someone on Reddit just found what looks like an alien in their garden. So picture this very odd looking creature just went viral on Reddit. Now according to the poster, it was found in England and it was found in their friend's garden. Now shortly after the picture was posted, it quickly spread all over Reddit, and everyone is trying to figure out just what this creature thing is. At first, many people thought that it might be some kind of root, until a picture of the creature at a new angle was released. Now after seeing this picture, there's no denying
Move
this
it.
is some kind of creature.
Scratch that.
As you may notice, it has a chest. It also has what appears to be eyes, arms, legs.
Oh my
maybe
god.
A third leg right there if you
Oh
see
my
it.
god,
It also
that's
has a tail,
disgusting.
you know,
No,
it's
that's
very
some
alien-like.
somebody's photoshopped it or no.
Many people are debating the validity of the picture.
Obviously,
Look at this, it just
it's
looks way
fake.
too stereotypical alien.
It's
Down to the
stereotypical,
shape
yeah.
of the head and everything. It's very sci-fi looking, if that makes any sense. As of right now, I don't think that it's been confirmed real or fake yet. But what do you guys think about this Reddit alien?
I doubt that this is real because I've never
Reddit
seen
alien.
It's like a mix between turtles and Iron Man and black. But if it is legit, then the Department of Agriculture is about to come knocking.
A suspected Chinese spy pigeon was released after 8 months of detention in India. Yes, you heard that right. A spy pigeon. Here's what happened. The suspected avian agent was captured back in May 2023 near a port in Mumbai, marked with words that appeared to be in Chinese. Police believed it was involved in espionage activities and took it in before sending it into a Mumbai animal hospital. In the end, it turned out the pigeon was an open water racing bird from Taiwan that had escaped and flown to India. The bird was sent to the Bombay Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals and set free by doctors this week. It's not the first time a bird has been suspected of espionage in India. The Associated Press reports that in 2016, another pigeon was detained after it was found with a note that threatened Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Homing pigeons have been used in spying and combat throughout history, including in both world wars. Some of them were even awarded military decorations like the French Croix de Guerre and the UK's Dickon Medal for their services
For 8 months for being a suspected spy is as paranoid as you can possibly be, bro. That pigeon did not deserve that.
If you've been looking for a reason to not come to Bali, this is it. Everywhere. What's up? This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not exaggerating.
I might have to remove Bali from my bucket list of places to
What?
visit.
I've seen in my entire
Oh my god.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Daddy long
Not
legs?
exaggerating.
I might have to remove Bali from my bucket list of places to visit after
It's
this,
one
bro.
of
They're probably
definitely
sure
one of
that
my
there's nothing about
phobias.
spiders lining the street.
Arachnophobia.
A quick little video here just to give people an idea of how much energy it
Okay.
takes to charge.
हाँ तो टाकूंगा आधे से नहीं
Station. I'm consuming roughly 137 kilowatts. It'll fluctuate. Sometimes I can go up to the full 350. But
I think this is going to be a chill round. I'm not gonna fight much. I do need to relax.
consumes 1.25
I cannot
kilowatts
focus.
per hour. 135 kilowatts per hour. It's like the equivalent of 106 homes on the grid, just this one station.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
50 kilowatts like these can supply.
Contract failed. Objective
That would be the
lost.
equivalent of
Supply cache
180
locations are
homes.
resecured.
Now
We
think
lost
about
that contract.
all 6 chargers running at full capacity. That's like 1,080 homes on the grid. Just a little food for thought. It's things people don't realize the amount of energy it takes to fast charge these batteries. The amount of electricity. And now you understand why the electric companies can't supply that much power to one spot.
So distracting,
Think
bro.
of 1,600 homes and how much copper and wire that would take to supply that many houses.
I find it home sounds like the opposite to me.
Did The Simpsons just predict the future again? So by now you've probably seen all the videos coming out of people using the Apple Vision Pro in public. Like this absolutely horrifying one of a man using it while driving his Tesla. But people are saying The Simpsons predicted this in an episode 8 years ago. And I want to tell you about all the spooky ways that that episode mirrors real life. And if you're looking for other types of spooky stories, dark history, and mysteries, definitely check out my did this in an episode horrifying one of a man using it while
Okay,
driving
this
his Tesla.
VR
But
thing.
people are saying The Simpsons predicted this in an episode 8 years ago. And I want to tell you about all the spooky ways that that episode mirrors real life. And if you're looking for other types of spooky
What
stories, dark
hasn't
history,
the
and mysteries,
33rd
definitely check
degree
out my
Freemason Matt Groening
years
not
ago, The
predicted?
Simpsons released an episode where there's a device
Is there anything that he hasn't predicted till now?
the faces of the
Guys,
standing by at the extract point.
leave a
Secure all
comment
cash in the bag.
if you
up what that would look like, and it doesn't feel
know
like it's that
one
far
thing
off.
that they
That
haven't
episode also shows
predicted
people using it to live in fantasy rather than reality.
that has
Even though
happened in the
there's
mainstream.
And one complaint that people have is that it seems like it's just a
It's Simpsons is like a psyop prediction.
like everyone's gonna walk around even more in their own bubble than we already are with our phones. Or this is going to be a place for us to be served ads in a capacity that we normally weren't able to receive ads.
Simpsons should be renamed psyop prediction cartoons.
Everyone was wearing these, but what do you think? Do you think you would ever get one?
The Simpsons have been
Be advised, enemies deploy.
predictions, but they must have Nostradamus writing scripts for how they nailed this one down. Social
That's right.
interaction is about to go out the window.
What do you think about Nostradamus? Was he a fictional character too? Wow. Yeah, it worked out quite well for you, Brad, didn't it? Satanism.
He said that with a little too much conviction. He could just be joking. Someone in the room that's not laughing.
Check out these interviews from 2004, where NBC moderator Tim Russert asks both George Bush and John Kerry about their involvement in the Skull and Bones secret society during the 2004 U.S. presidential election campaign. You know, back when journalists actually did their job.
You were both in Skull and Bones secret society.
Oh man, I've seen this video many times.
What does that mean for America?
I am sure he got disappeared. This interviewer, he got disappeared.
First of all, he's not the nominee.
Unalived.
Look, I look forward to
They disappeared this guy.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale.
Look at the balls on this guy, huh?
Not much, because it's a secret. Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code? If there were something secret, I could manifest. 322.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
All kinds of secrets. Then one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it. And we'll be watching. Be safe on the campaign trail. John Kerry, thanks for joining us.
Contractor.
And we'll be right back.
Execute contracts to earn payment.
Might be broken today because the real decisions are probably made.
Toss in a decoy.
What a camping little female dog.
I understand that it's a normal practice for certain art pieces like oil paintings or artifacts or relics to be restored from time to time, but this does not look historically accurate. Where's the limestone cladding and the gold topper? This looks like if the Flintstones built the pyramid.
Until 1999, officers held a building called the Shrine, which was founded by William Florence and Walter Fleming, two high-ranking Scottish Rite Freemasons. Hollywood has long been interested in Freemasonry. Gene Autry, John Wayne, Nat King Cole, Duke Ellington, C.C. DeMille, Clark Gable, Walt Disney, Oliver Hardy, you name it, the list goes on. Many celebrities have come out.
The enemy's about to complete their objective. Shut them down.
In the book Morals and Dogma, written by Albert Pike, on page 321,
All stations, enemy attack helos in the area. Target that
I was
bird.
reading
Secure the cache.
Initiates of the
The
Flame.
light bearer, strange and mysterious name given to the spirit of darkness.
Light
Son of the
bearer.
morning, it is he who bears the light, and with its splendors intolerable, blinds female sensual or selfish souls, doubt it not.
Doubt it
When a
not.
movie Light is
He is the light bearer. Doubt it not.
the Oscars, the camera quickly pulls back and shows a wide of the stage. When you pause it, you can see elements of Freemasonry built into the very set. If you look at a Masonic tracing board, a tool a Mason uses to teach and educate people involved in Freemasonry how to spot things that are connected to that organization. You can see the checkered floors, you can see the archways, you can see the sun motif in the back.
This is only concerning because this is such a secretive
Oh,
organization.
we're in the back
Know
rooms.
what their agenda is, so I may think it's harmless to go out and watch these movies. There could be something happening deeper on a subliminal level. Stanley Cup is just a gift that keeps on giving, I guess. Last week it was lead, this week it's spiders. I'm afraid for next week.
So this is probably the scariest tombstone out there. This gravesite victim of the Beast 666 had a book on it.
I really hope that this is just some sort of like sick joke or something.
It is a sick joke.
I'm gonna do some research into Lily E. Gray and get back to y'all.
This might sound a little insensitive, but this headstone, I don't know how she all of this sounds unfortunate.
Backroom's got a lot of supply crates.
Designed as a panopticon prison. The panopticon is a system of social control designed by the English philosopher Jeremy Bentham. The concept of the design allows all prisoners of the institution to be observed by a single security guard.
Oh, so many bags, bro, what the hell?
Able to tell whether or not they are being watched. Although it is physically impossible for the single guard to observe all inmate cells at once, the fact that the inmates cannot know whether or not they are being watched means they're motivated to act
So many. It's just like everywhere, man.
We all know we're being surveilled at all times. Right now, as I speak, I need forces us to modify our own behavior.
Even if we are living in a society, I don't think it's carbon behavior.
It's taking ages for this gun to level up, man.
They'll walk right into the camera some miles away and still take your package.
Front door cam.
The order anymore. We are on the way to a new order, so we are between orders. Do you agree with that, or are there ways of what are we able to keep on the positive side from the old order to bring into a new
World order, man, these clowns, bro. Clowns for Klaus Schwab. Total clowns.
order based on international
World
law,
Communist Forum. It's the World Communist Forum, guys.
World order is not perfect, but I prefer it any day over this new world order being talked about at the World Economic Forum starring Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates.
This idea of being able to contact alien beings psychically, telepathically, constitutes some of the highest secrets of some of the world's most famous magical cults.
I'm gonna take a break, Rise. I'm gonna take a break.